Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you this lovely Cellini spiral that I made. So I've never done Cellini spiral, and last week when we were doing the unboxings of the John Bead 60 beads in the 22-gram bottles, somebody suggested, I think it was Sharon, had suggested I try Russian spiral or Cellini spiral. So that got me thinking, it's about time that I tried it. I've never done it before, and this is what I made on my first try. So I have to tell you, I am shocked at how easy it is to do. Now, the first step is a bit wonky because it's starting a peyote in a circle with different size beads so they don't all sit together. And if you're like me and you like things to sit perfectly together, that's frustrating. But it's only the first couple of rows that happens. So I was going to do a tutorial on that, but you know what? There's so many out there that you can just put it in the search bar and take a look. I will link Jill Wiseman's video on it. That's what I used to get started. And once I got past the first 2 rows, I was like, okay, I don't need, I'm good. And actually, I figured out how to end it. So here's the end here. And I figured out to ending it just by, instead of adding the large bead, adding a 8/0 bead to create this kind of little point at the end and continue on with my 15 O's. So I'm going to continue this on to create a necklace, and then I'll start the other side and do the other side of the necklace. But oh my goodness, this is what I made with these incredible 6/0 beads. I'm shocked that, yeah, this, like I said, this was my first attempt, and this was 2 evenings sitting in front of the TV. I'm just amazed at how meditative it was. It was very, easygoing. So, yeah, I would highly recommend, if you've never done it before, definitely take a look. I'm going to be doing some really cool designs with this. I think I figured out enough about it that I can actually alter it to create different things. So stay tuned for that. Now, like I said, I was going to do a tutorial for it, but I feel like doing a tutorial after making it once, pushing the envelope a bit, but who knows. So let me just talk about the colors that I used. Huge thank you to John Bead. I have to say, like, between the curiosity boxes and the lovely beads that Carmi sends me all the time, I get inspired to try things I would never try, and this is one of those things that I've seen it, and I feel like the work that other people do is just incredible, but I feel like some of the colors these days have gotten so extraordinary that it brings it into, current day fashion and stuff like that. So, the idea of using the gold metallic beads along with this is white luster. And I was able to just happen that I had some 8/0 opaque luster white seed beads. But you know what? The other thing too is I'm very matchy, and I have to say, I've said this before, when it comes to metallics, so like gold and silver, not to worry. If you take 2 bottles of beads, let me see if you can see. So this one looks maybe a little more yellow than this one. But you know what? Once you put the beads together in a design, you don't notice the color difference. And I've had some that were even more of a color difference than this. And you put it together and you'd never know that it was not the same color. So That's a huge lesson because I find sometimes as a beader, I get frustrated because I think, oh, I need this bead color, I need that bead color, or I need that bead size. Just use what you have. That's my mantra. Use what you have. And if it's not exactly the same thing, it's incredible the creativity that comes out of that, because you have to figure out, okay, how can I use this in the similar way but using a different size bead or a different color and stuff like that. So yeah, just go for it. Use what you have. After you buy your 6O beads, I'm just kidding. Christmas is coming up. You can put it on your to fill your stocking with. By the way, my wife's already filled my stocking with a loom. And what is it called? Rick's Loom. That was a suggestion from a beader too. So I'll do an unboxing of that too. So I decided I was going to do the tutorial and using these colors. So this is the color that I got from Carmi. This is the 6O Opaque Shiny Violet, and it's gorgeous. And this is what I had, chalk dyed gloss lavender permalux from Preciosa 8.0. And you can see they are not the same color, but wait till you see. I cannot believe. So there's something to be said about using different shades or similar colors. So I did a little test strip and look at how amazing it looks. So actually, when I look at it on the camera, I can't see the difference. But if you see a difference, it actually looks cool because it looks like this part is outlining the large bead. And definitely the large bead is the lovely shining through. So we will do some stuff with this. But I made this last week when we unboxed the 6Os, and this was just 2 nights sitting in front of the TV, and I got all this done. I'm just blown away that I could get that much done. And this part was so easy. It's just peyote with 50 notes. You think 50 no peyotes or 50 no beads would take forever, but I would get like about this much in maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So you can imagine if you sat there for a while, you'd get a lot done. And it's holding its shape really well. Now I'm not pressing super hard, so I could pinch it, but you just twist it the way the peyote goes and it pulls the shape again. If you were worried, you could take some seed beads, maybe an 8.0, a strand, and put it in there. I have a video showing you how to do that. I don't know how hard it would be to do after you've done this, but yeah, so I'll show you how we're going to finish this. And I actually left this one undone because I'm going to do the same on this side, and just to show you how to finish off this part here. So yeah, that's fun stuff. Oh, we have so much fun stuff to do. I pulled out some colors to do more of these. So there's these colors here, and look at these. So these are the mint green Terra dyed chalk matte luster. And these are some more of the Toho beads. These are rounds. They're a little bit tubular, but they'll do. So there's those. Oh, there's these colors here. And this is the kind of pearl opaque cream. And then I thought I'd do a green. Nice, bright, shiny green. So yeah, lots of fun things to do. Stay tuned for more fun stuff. Let me know what you're doing, what you're beading. I'm really curious. And let me know if you've ever done the Cellini spiral and what kind of things you've done with it. And I will put the links in the description where you can get these 6/0 beads. I noticed that they are now on the wholesale site, which means within a week they should be available on Amazon and potentially in your bead stores. The Northern Bead Company, you can get these, but they're not in the tubes yet. So the Northern Bead Company carries just about everything that John Bead has. So they have them. This is who I bought this stuff from. They have them in these bags like that. And their prices are really good. So for my Canadian subscribers, take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.